Welcome back. We're here now with Rick Wood, Tennessee State Director of the Trust for Public Land. To start off, we're going to see a brief video overview of the Trust for Public Land.
The Trust for Public Land creates parks and protects land for people, ensuring healthy, livable communities for generations to come. Since opening in 1993, the Trust for Public Land's Chattanooga office has grown from a 1 to 4 person staff and has led the creation of the Tennessee River Park, Stringer's Ridge Park, and the North and South Chickamauga Creek Greenways, among others. Inspired by the belief that parks and green spaces improve lives and transform communities, the organization's goal is to work with Chattanooga communities to ensure that everyone has a place to enjoy the outdoors within a 10-minute walk of their home.
And Rick, we're so glad to have you here. Of course, that you recently won our Small Business of the Year award for the nonprofit category, and we've been having the other winners on incrementally over the last few months, so we're really glad to have you. And I want to start off by just asking, that was a great overview, right? But what's the one thing you really want people to know about the Trust for Public Land?
Well, I guess the major thing is just our mission. Our mission is to create parks and to protect land for people. And it really is to create healthy communities over generations. And it's the generational impact, that is so exciting for us because it's long-term. It's, we've been here in Chattanooga working for almost 20 years.
Wow.
And, you can see the things that we've had our hand in, whether it's the Tennessee Riverwalk and the Greenways. It's just hard to imagine our community without the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
And it's hard to imagine our community without Coolidge Park, for example. So it really is that creating parks, protecting land over the generational time frame. It's a generational impact.
I think it really is amazing when you look around the Chattanooga experience and living here, the huge impact that your projects have had. I think almost all of us touch it in some way. I used the river walk and ride a bike on it. I went up to Stringer's Ridge recently, and your video showed it beautifully. And I've heard so many exciting comments about that. And I think, you and I were talking before the show, a lot of people thought that you all were just out preserving land for birds and snakes and trees. And you do that, but more importantly, you're preserving it for all of us to enjoy too. So what's next? What are your big projects ahead of you?
Well, that's right. It is, Stringer's Ridge is open, and that's kind of an ongoing process, so making sure the word is out for Stringer's Ridge and people can get out there and they can hike it, walk it, trail run on it, mountain bike on it. It's just a fabulous amenity, and if you haven't been there, you need to get up there.
Great views of downtown from that overlook.
Yeah, the overlook is great. There's several new things coming up, and one of them is we are building a pump track, which is a bicycle skills facility. It's all dirt, it's not concrete, but it's an all dirt facility with rollers and berms, and it's a place for all skill levels and age levels to get out there and try their skill out and try their bikes out at this bike skills facility. One of a kind, first one in Chattanooga. In fact, I think it's the first one the Trust for Public Land has ever built in the country that we've built. There are pump tracks across the country, but this is a unique opportunity for people to get out, and it's right next to Stringer's Ridge. So it kind of complements that, it will complement that park, and that'll be opening this fall.
And then of course the Riverwalk extension or expansion, what do you call that?
I call it the extension, but it is an expansion. It is going to be amazing, and it'll start right there at the at Ross's Landing and go south along the river, and right at the base of Blue Cross and through the what I call the old Vulcan site and the Wheeling Foundry site, and go and continue on to St. Elmo. And that, again, construction should be beginning this fall.
And Blue Cross helped you out with another project recently.
Right. Yeah, thank you for that. Blue Cross Blue Shield Tennessee Health Foundation supported our work. And again, it shows kind of the variety of stuff that we're doing. We're building parks and we're conserving land, but we're also building, trying to provide access for people to be outside and be healthy. So we are putting in these, what we call fitness zones. And it's outdoor adult fitness equipment in public parks. So it's free. They are built by our hometown company called Playcore, and so we'll be installing fitness equipment in 3 parks, again, coming soon.
Rick, that's really great, and I think it's so fascinating how you integrate the preservation of the land with the wellness and everything else, and a great amenity for our community. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for being with us. And we'll be right back right after this.